Pebbles, how are you on this wonderful day? So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be reading some fanfics that I found online, reading some comments because I don't know, they might be funny or they might be kind of shocking, but I'm going to read them out loud anyway. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So the first one I found is called Gone Wrong Part 1. And this is a Pavel Dome fan fiction. Uh, Apparently it's about arranged marriages. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on reading. So groaning in frustration, Pavel messes his own hair trying to think of a way to stop his father, who's gone too far this time. Pavel's dad has been setting him up to date whoever daughter of some wealthy business owners he knows, which Pavel is not very fond of. He really hates it every time his father suddenly calls him to go meet in a certain place, but ended up he's actually meeting a random wealthy daughter of whoever business owner his father knows. But this one now got worse. It should be gone worse, but it's got worse, but they put it gone worst. Anyway, Pavel just got back to his own apartment after joining the family dinner with his parents and younger siblings. He can't say no because it's his mom who pleaded and told him he hasn't been visiting them for weeks already. He won't deny the reason he don't want to visit back to his parents' house is because every time he do, his father will never stop saying date her, date the daughter of, or so on. But this time his father went overboard. My new business partner have now discussed and agreed to something, Pavel's dad said. They're at the middle of having dinner. As bond of our new huge business. Oh, please, Dad, stop setting me up on dates with those girls who aren't even my type, Pavel grumbled, cutting his father's words. I'm not, his father stated, making everyone around the table throw a surprised look to the head of their family because you're gonna marry the eldest child of my new business partner. What the heck? I just want you to know that Pavel would not say heck. He would actually say what the fuck because Pavel cusses a lot. But that's neither here nor there. Pavel slammed the dinner table out of frustration. Beside him is his mother trying to make him calm down. How many times do I need to tell you to stop meddling in my personal relationship? Pavel shouts. I can handle these dates, but marrying some random girl who's not even my type. Son, calm down, nah, his mom said, rubbing Pavel's back with her hand. Mom, how can I calm down? Let's talk about this issue calmly, nah? I also don't have any idea about this, but be toned down, nah. We're still in front of the food. I don't know if that matters if they're still in front of the food, like if they're oh sorry, there's an ad now. This is on Webpad, by the way. I mean, but look at this guy. This guy's pretty hunky. Can I exit? I don't know. I don't want to learn more. Okay, good. Just stop it. Okay. Oh, but see now what story? Okay. Sorry. Damn, dude, what's with all that beer? Dome, who is Pavel's closest friend, asked when he saw his friend carrying a bag full canned beers. Carrying a bag full of canned beers. This is not a lot, Pavel said as he set down the bag on the table. You know, you still need to drive back to your apartment. If I ever got drunk, I'll be staying here, Pavel laughed. What's with all this anyways? Have another dating argument with your father? Dome asked, a bit concerned. Oh, man. He went overboard this time. Pavel opened the can of beer and handed it to Dome before opening one for himself. He want me to marry whoever is at. He want me to marry whoever is that eldest child daughter of his new business partner, Pavel says, taking a big gulp of beer. I really don't get why they need to do business. I really don't know why they need to do that just to say great bond of business. What are we, a damn ribbon? Those girls aren't even my type. They're all classy fancy who only ride cool four-wheeled cars. Not my type of vehicle, you know. I just I just want to know like what cool type of four-wheeled vehicles that you have in your head. Anyway, so that was gone wrong. Let's see. Oh, it's him. These are some of the comments now. And this is how their love begins with cans of beers. And no, oh, wait, hold on. This one was funny. No, it's not. Just do me. Make it official. Oh, that person seems to have a lot of thirst in their life. All right, so that was gone wrong. That was the Pablo Dome one. Let's see here. All right, so this one is called Behind the Scene. And this one is actually a Frank Drake read. So it's actually like behind the scenes of like their first like project. If you don't remember, you can Frank and Drake first started a series called "Cause You're My Boy" T. I had different names, but that was the general one. Anyway, and so this is like the behind the scenes. Let's see. It's Frank's first series project for his debut as an actor. As introvert as he is, he felt undoubtedly nervous to meet his first acting partner. He is not that good to start conversation. How if his partner disliked him? How if his partner hates his face? Or worst, how if he failed this series project? All these doubts inside of his head made him feel sick. He tried to be calm, breathed in, breathed out, and closed his eyes. Hey, yo, are you Frank? I don't know. Hey, yo, okay. Overheard his name being called. He opened his eyes. There it is, a boy with thick eyebrows. Smiled at him, hanging out of it. Oh, hi, thank you for joining. I don't know who joined, but thank you. I'm reading this fiction from Frank. I'm reading a little bit of the fic for like context, and then I'm reading some of the comments if there's comments to be had, because not all of these have comments. So like I'm just kind of reading like the first like page of them, and then looking to see if there's like comments and stuff. Also, I'm just kind of trying to remain neutral on some of these because some of the grammar is not. So I'm just reading them as is. So if I make any grammatical mistakes, it's because they're here in the stories. So this one, if you didn't catch it, was I'm doing a Frank and Drake. This is like their My Tea era, I guess. And so it's like the synopsis is it's like Frank is like meeting Drake for like the first time. So this is like behind the scenes, sort of. And so the last part I read was, hey, yo, are you Frank? I'm not kidding. I didn't make that up. Overheard his name being called. He opened his eyes. There it is, a boy with thick eyebrows. He smiled at him. Yeah, it was a mess. It was. I love that show. Like, I don't know. It was like one of the I don't want to say golden era of like GMMTV, but because it wasn't. But like it, I don't know. I have a very fond memory of watching You're My Tea. Let's see. Hanging out with his smiled at him, hanging out his hand for a shake. I just don't know how you hang your hand for a shake. Like I feel it's like okay, I'm not gonna make fun of this person. This it was the golden era. Okay. Let's see. Frank nodded shyly, he reached out to his hand. My name is Drake. Ah, so this boy is Frank's partner. Hi, Drake. So, how old are you? Drake began the conversation. I'm 17th. I think they meant to say I'm 17, but they said I'm 17th. So, it's like giving them as a date. Ah, great. We're the same age then, he smiled cheerfully. And that is how it all began. He met his first act partner, Drake, a cheerful boy, hyperactive as he is. But the first part of this said that Frank was an introvert. So is it like he's an introvert? Or just, I don't know. It's fine. Time goes by with a lot of workshops, act rehearses, bonding time. They grew closer to each other. Surprisingly, their act seems natural, as if they had worked together so much time before. Cut! PJ, their director, wrapped their third Snow World scene. They will continue the next fourth after lunch break, which is the kiss scene one. Do they have a kiss scene in You're My Tea? Because I don't remember that. But it's been a while since I watched it, so maybe they did and I just don't know. But anyway, let's read some of the comments. There's only 6 comments, so it's not like a lot of comments. Let's see. So this comment, it says, "Oh bless, I just wanted to rewrite your first chapter for you as there are so many errors." Wow. This person is like not, this person didn't hold back from the comments. All right. Let's see. I need to go back. Sorry, I'm using Wattpad on my phone because, yeah, that's what it is. Go back. Oh, sorry. When you you're on your phone and then you click the wrong fucking buttons? That's like what I'm doing right now. All right, we're just gonna, let's see. All right, so there's another one from my library. This one is called 10 Days to Forever. This one is about Plume, Drake, and Frank, and Jimon. So there's 4 characters. It's about the 4 of them. So Plume Alonso almost smiled as he closed the gate of his aunt's house. Almost. He looked around and breathed in the fresh, cold Baguio air. I think I pronounced that wrong. Maybe his mom was right after all. Maybe a change of scenery was what he needed at the moment. His mom had forced him to live with his Aunt Mary in Baguio and finish his college education there after he was expelled from his previous school in Manila. Sorry, man. He was caught beating up another student for the 3rd time this month. Apparently, Plume in this story is very violent. He briefly remembered the crazy roller coaster that was last year. His beloved grandmother died 5 months ago, and it came as the last nail. Right? So fucking violent here. As the last nail in the coffin of Plume's positive outlook in life. Suddenly, everything was dark for him, and he had nothing to look forward to anymore. The shit got real. His grandma was the only person who felt truly loved him, and he loved her back so dearly. After she was gone, Plume felt like he was finally permanently alone. Of course, his mom, Helena Alonso, was still alive, but she was absorbed in her own world that Plume didn't really feel like he had a mother. He couldn't blame her, though. After all these years of emotional and physical abuse his mom got from his father, he understood why his mom had become cold and numb. The worst thing is, Plume was a spitting image of his father, so every time his mom looked at him, she would be reminded of her abusive ex-husband. And by the way, I did not look at these like beforehand because I wanted to like read them as I went, but maybe that was a bad idea. And maybe I should have read them before. But whatever, we're just gonna keep going because life. After the divorce, his mom had almost obsessively focused on her business and was rarely home. The only time she and Plume got together was during family gatherings when Plume's grandma would invite all of her kids to their home back in Quezon City. Grandma, Plume whispered, feeling a lump in his throat. He had always appreciated his grandma, but he wasn't prepared for the huge loss her death would cause him. He barely noticed how distant his mother was because his grandma had always been there for him. She was his only inspiration. In fact, the only reason he wanted to finish his studies was so he could ask his grandma to walk him in his graduation march. He felt tears forming on his eyes, so he shook his head and took a deep breath. This was his new reality. He was alone, and he knew better, and he knew he better learn to live with it. He leaned on a post in front of his aunt's house and lit a cigarette. Shimon Reyes was excitingly walking home after a successful job interview. He will be working part-time at Cloud Beer, a bar and restaurant that was just 100 meters away from his house. It was convenient, and it would be a huge help for his expenses. This gig and the occasional gardening job at Miss Alonso's house would be enough to cover some of his school projects and personal expenses. His grandma, retired teacher Rosa Reyes, was living on her pension, and although it was more than enough to cover their living expenses every month, Shimon didn't have the guts to ask money from her personal things. Oh, I see. So like Shimon is like the good kid and Plume is the bad one. Wasn't he the bad one in like Age of 17? Or like, was it Shimon? No, it was Plume's character, right? That was like a little. No, I don't know if he was bad. He was just a jock, right? Like he was in the closet jock or something. Yeah, I saw in the Age of 17, and I don't remember. I think that was like the first time I ever saw Nenon in anything. And I was always upset that him and I was always really upset that like Shimon and Plume didn't get more series together because I thought they were really good, like as like young kids or whatever. I'm still really upset about that. There's a long list of things that I could be upset about with GMM about, and that's like one of them. Okay. All right. So let's see. Oh, okay. So then this is introducing all of them. Rosa wanted to save money so Shimon could easily buy a house and start a business after graduating from university. Unknown to Shimon, Rosa had also saved a couple of millions in the bank from her years of working and selling some land she inherited from her parents. She wanted to ensure a comfortable life for her grandson. She believed that after everything Shimon had gone through, he deserved a better life, a good life. Oh, apparently these people have gone through things. Let's see. And they had also both lived a very simple, frugal life, especially after Shimon's parents died in a car crash a few years ago. Jesus, this author really is hitting home that these people have like lived miserable lives. Despite his grandma's insistence, Shimon never bought anything brand new except for clothes. His phone was one of his best friend's Drake's old phones. Okay. These people are really going through life. Like, they're really like, their parents have died. Like, his one and only like connection to life has died. Everybody apparently is dead in this. I don't know. They haven't gotten through like Drake's problem yet. So I don't know if Drake has anything wrong with him at this moment. Even his laptop was an old one given to her by Miss Alonso, their rich neighbor, who made lots of money from writing best-selling novels. Of course, Shimon offered to pay for it, but Miss Alonso refused. They had been neighbors for so long, and she has watched Shimon grow, so she felt like he was family. Just after a few minutes of smoking, Plume got bored, so he pressed his cigarette butt against the post he was leaning on mindlessly, threw it into the nearby trash bin. He then started walking back to his aunt's house. So this is going to be my home for the next few years, he thought. Please, sir, pick that up. Plume heard a guy shout at him. He turned around and saw a guy wearing a university uniform looking at him with judging eyes. What? Plume asked angrily. I saw you throw a cigarette butt into the trash bin you missed. Please pick it up and dispose of it properly, the guy said with an authoritarian tone. Mind your own business, will you? The guy looked at him with contempt and proceeded to pick up the cigarette butt and dropped it into the trash bin. After doing so, the guy looked directly into Plume's eyes and said, Sir, we're doing our best to keep our city clean, not just for tourists like you, but also for citizens of the city who will suffer the effects of your irresponsible acts long after you've gone home to wherever place you came from. Damn. Someone is really like laying it on here. He's just like, you, sir. I kind of wanted to read it with a British accent, but I can't do it. So I'm not going to embarrass myself on YouTube Live. So these are the comments. So there's only 3 comments. So the first one was typical bad boy. And then the second one immediately following was like, never mind, I take that back. Poor Plume, we're here for you. And then the third one, I think, is a spam comment because it's like, I want to share with you truth in life. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. The punishment for sin is hell, for the wages of sin is death. But the gift of God is eternal life in Jesus Christ our Lord. Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. He died on the cross and rose again on the 3rd day for every one of us. Repent of your sins, believe in Jesus Christ, and accept him into your heart and follow him. Wow. Oh my God. Like what? Like what? Wow, this isn't even that, like, I don't understand, like, why. See, this is my thing, though. It's like, I don't understand, like, why you would read it, like, knowing that maybe it wasn't, like, your cup of tea, but still choosing to, like, make a comment on it. And making, like, a biblical comment about, like, the fact that you're sinning. I'm just like, sir, you could read other like fanfics on here. I'm sure there's a lot of religious fanfics or like religious novels on Wattpad. I'm sure you can find some. Like, why are you going specifically in the tag that's like 4BL? Like, I don't see, these are people that troll just for fun. Like, because they obviously can go and find other fics that would fit them, but they're choosing to go through these tags. They're choosing this. They're making the choice to be an asshole. And I don't understand this. I never understand people like that because I feel like you can have so much energy doing other things. Like, you could write your own fanfic about like Jesus or whatever you want, or like, I don't know, or like, you know what I mean, right? It's like, why are you bothering this person who just wrote a simple, well, I mean, I don't know how simple their story is. They seem to have made these characters go through a lot in life. But like, do you know what I mean? It's just like kind of silly that you would just choose to do this. All right. So, all right. That was just something I didn't, I wasn't expecting that whole thing. All right. But this one is called Beam. So this one, I guess, is also a sorry. This one is also sorry. I'm like using Wattpad. I know it's like not the best because there's like ads and stuff, but like I don't know. So this one is called So actually, this one I got that. Okay, yeah, right. Thank you. All right. So this one is a crossover. So this one they did like Dome, Pavel. Well, actually, no, they did Fourth and Beam, and they did Terra and Frog from My Engineer. So this is a fan fiction crossover for both couples. This is their first Wattpad story, so we're gonna be lenient on them as per their request. Beam's POV. Hey, stop it! I frantically exclaimed to my elder brother as he keeps on tickling me. Oh, okay. P, and there's laughing sounds. I tried to stop him, but he's stronger. I continued to twitch and laugh. Ha 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 ha, P, stop. Stop, please. I beg him. Then he stops. This idiot laughs at me. How come you're home? I ask him doubtingly. I thought I don't have a brother anymore. No calls, no texts, no social media. I whined. Actually, I missed him. I missed him a lot. I sulked. Sorry, not baby P. Forgive P. He pleaded, acting cute. I have no idea who this person's brother is, but I guess we're gonna find out. This does not sound very brotherly. Well, we have good genes, but I will not. What do good genes have to do with this whole scenario that's happening here? Like, I don't know. Do you got good genes because like you're both? You know what? I'm just gonna keep reading and maybe it'll make sense later. He never called once. I was like living in a mess when I was all alone by myself. He uses his tantalizing smile. But that smile, okay, I'm sorry. I just don't know like what kind of brothers they are because this is not sounding very brotherly at the moment. So I'm just concerned that I'm reading some sort of like that kind of fiction. Yeah, they do want us to know that they're cool. I guess. By his tantalizing smile. Uh-huh. But that smile will not work on me today. Then he hugged me. I miss you too, Pete. Sorry. I have intensive training for my specialization. You also know how hard it is to be a doctor. Oh, I think I know. So maybe it's like Frank? Who wanted to be the doctor? I free myself from the hug. I know he is a doctor in our grandfather's hospital. I know it's hard, but you can't make a call once. You still have bleh. You have still your brother to care. Grammaticalist. I think they're trying to say you still have your younger brother to take care of. Yeah, I'm an adult. But Pete, you can at least call, I nagged. I was so frustrated when he was I'm so frustrated reading this. I was so frustrated when he was away. It was the first time he left me alone without notifying me. Our mom is not living with us. She lives in the province tending a charity hospital my dad put up. Then I cried. I sobbed hard sitting on the sofa. As opposed to soft sitting on the sofa, like how do you hard sit on the sofa? Letting my frustrations out, he hugged me again, caressing my hair gently. I cried hard, letting my tears flow in his shoulders. I know it may be disgusting for some, for a guy in college crying hard. I don't care. I'm afraid of being alone. Oh. Even if I am most of the time, but I know I have my brother. But then my brother also left me. I stand. Sorry, I was just tired. You take your rest, P. I told him. Then I went to my room. I continued crying until I fell asleep. Like, what is, like, 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 I'm so confused about who is whose brother here, because it's like a POV perspective when they're not making it very clear. They're also like not naming names. Also, they don't sound like brothers. They sound like other things. Yeah. So yeah, he goes to cry. I don't know. Uh oh, okay. So this is Tara's point of view. Home at last. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know because they don't sound like brothers. Um, I went home at last. This is Thara's point of view. So I'm guessing that like Thara and Beam are brothers. It's been a month since I went home. I just sadly watched my baby brother walk towards his walk towards his room. I know it's hard for him. I sighed. I know I'm wrong. He only has me and our mother, but mom is now living in the province tending our charity hospital. It's not that as if I don't want to go home. I really wanted to, but I have been busy with overseas training. It was a sudden trip and it was confidential training. So I can't even sneak to use my phone. I'm also frustrated. I missed my baby brother so much. Thus, after getting back to Thailand, the first thing I do is run as fast as I could back to my baby brother Beam. Okay, so Tara and Beam in this are brothers. Okay, brothers. Beam is so aloof with people around him. Aside from me and mom, he only talks with his teachers. He is not shy. He just tends to be silent mostly. Unlike today, he vented his frustrations to me. I sighed deeply, thinking how I could fix this mess, knowing that he is really hurting because I am too. Call it a brother complex. I only want happiness for him, but it turns out I caused his sadness. Okay. Ugh. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna like okay. I mean, they might need a therapist. I'm not sure. Uh, luckily, he was able to endure it for a month alone. I know he didn't try to contact mom because he doesn't want her to be distracted. But I noticed he is thinner. His eyes were deeper. I just saw exhaustion on him. I sneaked into his room after I put my things in my room. As always, I sleep with. Uh, but today there's no laughing between us brothers. I notice that his pillows are wet. He cries until he falls asleep. I'm so pissed at myself. I slowly lie down beside him and hugged him to sleep. Good night, my baby Beam, I said as I closed my eyes. Sleep. He sleeps with his brother. Apparently, and there's no laughing this time. Wow. Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot to do. Okay. This is not just the makeup anymore. I'm actually kind of really flushed. All right, we're gonna. Now I kind of understand why that one doesn't have any comments. I think. Oh wow. Okay. So. Whew. Sorry, I was not expecting that at all. I don't know if I'm reading it wrong, because that's how I swear to God, that's how it sounds like. Maybe I am reading it wrong. Maybe I'm a pervert. I don't know, but like I didn't make any of that up. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. There's gonna be a clip on me of the internet just calling myself a pervert. Great. Well, there's only I think one person watching this. Uh, all right. Let's see what else. Oh, okay. I found this. I didn't mean I didn't mean to say that. It's, I didn't mean it like that. It's just because you said it, I was reading it wrong, and I was like, I don't know how else I was supposed to read that. I was like, that's what they wrote down. Oh no. Well, I hope that I can't even right now. Oh my god, Joy. Oh my god. Okay. I can't right now. Okay. So this one is not a BL. This one I found very interesting. Because again, I did not proof it while I before I decided to choose this one. But this one is called Tsundere Husband. This one is about this is a BTS fanfic, but this is like you yourself marrying a person. Now I disclaimer, I don't know who everyone in BTS is. So I only know like a couple of people from BTS. So if I get the name wrong, I'm sorry for anyone watching this, like on the recast, like don't come at me. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna read this one, at least a page. This one has a lot of comments that we could go through, so I'm hoping for some good ones. Okay. All right. Well, that's good. So I guess you could feel the loud thumping of your heartbeat. How could you not be anxious? He was the man you've been infatuated with ever since he worked at his company. Moreover, you are secretly married to him. It was a dream come true for you. His father, the predecessor of the company's CEO, wanted him to marry you, but he kept the reasons private. You could only say yes, and the next thing you know, you were clad in a wedding dress. You still remember clearly the sweet taste of his lips mixing with your lipstick stained lips. Just replaying the scene caused you to smile. The car that John Cook was driving abruptly halted. You and Jungkook were at the dark parking lot. You turned your head to him to see an intimidating frown worn on his attractive face. You still remember the contract, right? Jungkook asked with a monotonous tone. You submissively nodded. Don't ever tell anyone that we're married. One rumor flies around and I won't hesitate to fire you. Oh shit. He's very serious. Get out before somebody sees us. Oh hell. Whoa. Jungkook sighed as he fished out his phone from his suit blazer. You hummed dejected. How do you hum dejectedly? Before hopping out from the car, you caught a glimpse of Jungkook's face. He was smiling. In an easy feeling, right? Right? That's what I'm fucking saying. This bitch over here. Who did you marry? Anyway. And an easy feeling taunted you as you slammed the door shut. You scurried over to the building and entered the elevator, pressing the button to the 7th floor. You wondered, why is he smiling? Why was he smiling? Maybe he was chatting with another woman. A hint of jealousy crossed on your expression without realization. You knew from the start, but as you start remembering again, it hurts like it was new to you. Entering your department, you were greeted by several coworkers passing by you. You were quite popular at your workplace for your hardworking self and being very independent. As you were taking down on your seat, a girl named Sunhee came running to you, a wide grin plastered across the girl's lips. You only furrowed your brows. What's wrong? You asked Sunhee. Oh my god! Haven't you heard about the gossip flying around today? She squealed in excitement and balled her fist tightly while shaking her hands like a stereotype fangirl. Wow. I had just arrived. What is it about? You queried again, and Sunhee diverted her amused gazes on you. She inched closer to you before glancing over her shoulders, as if being cautious. There's a rumor that our hot CEO isn't single anymore. He was spotted with a girl quite a few times. Sunhee whispered before continued squealing again. You almost felt your heart stop beating. But your nails. Wait. A bad hunch washed over you. You bet. Oh, they made a typo. Yeah, right. What is the stereotype fangirl? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, girl, you wrote this, or person, you wrote this. I don't know. Aren't you a fan person? Aren't you a fangirl? Like, what the fuck? You wrote this. You're like calling. There's like the pot calling the kettle or whatever that that expression is. I don't know. Let's see. You bit your nails anxiously. Well, it says you butt your nails, but I think they meant like bit your nails. Knowing that it was obviously you that they were talking about. I'm so dead if this got to Junwook's ears. So the author wrote a note here. I really wanted to try writing this kind of to Sundray shit for so long because why the fuck not? But they put TF instead of. I'm just reading it out because I don't give a shit because I cuss. It's cute as hell, and I'm a sucker for cute shits. I want to know what this. Apparently, this person doesn't know what the actual definition of cute is because I don't think this is cute. Like this is not scream cute to me. This screams abusive as fuck. But all right, let's read some of the comments. Let's see. Girl, you should let him go. I know it was a contract marriage, but marriage is marriage. If he doesn't give a damn, why should you? This is good advice. You should not be a weak wax. This expression, I've never heard this expression before. You should not be a weak wax girl. Stand up for yourself. I've never heard that before in my life. Girl, I'm advising you to find a new job. This is from Mile Appo 5678. I mean, maybe I shouldn't read them out, but I don't know if they're watching. Probably not. You're not the only girl he sees. I bet he has another girl. Damn. Ugh. All right. So that was the one for BTS apparently. Let's see if we can man, people okay. So all right, we're going to try to find some more because actually as a special treat, I don't know if you want me to I also write fanfic. And I haven't updated my stories a lot. But if you would like, I can read one of mine. Would you like me to? Just so we can wash that off. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I don't know. Did you guys want me to read one of mine? Yes. Okay. You're the only one. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's read some of mine, I guess. Let's see here. All right. Let's read. Okay, this is gonna. Sorry, maybe that was like too mean or something. Cause like I don't like no judgment on the authors or whatever, but like or like maybe like this much or like okay this is why I shouldn't do lives anymore. I like become really fucking unhinged. like I just like I just like I just say shit that I shouldn't. Okay, so okay. So this one I wrote a while back. This one is called The Prince and the Half Savage. This is also Pavel Dome. Um, this is, I think, like this is like my most cringiest one out of the ones I've written. I wrote this a while ago, but we're just gonna read it. So here you go. So this I'm gonna start from the first one. So this one is called First Meeting. This part. Dome had stalked the Blue Monday hundreds of times. He had grown tired of seeing the same faces, feeding off the same people. He sighed to himself. Maybe he was getting too old for this, he thought. He was about to signal to his bodyguards that he was ready to head home. When he stopped, turned to Ben, his most loyal guard, and asked, "Do you smell that?" Ben closed his eyes. Bleh. After making fun of people, I can't read my own fan fiction. Anyway, Ben closed his eyes and sniffed the air, but all he could sense was an overwhelming smell of blood, sweat, alcohol, and over-perfumed people. He opened his eyes and shook his head. Earth, his partner, furrowed his brows in concern. Ben shook his head, waved his partner off, and told his prince, "That was not pleasant, but I didn't sense anything different." I want you to guess what kind of fan fiction this is. I just want you to guess, okay? Don closed his eyes again and focused his senses. He found it, the scent he had caught of something familiar and foreign. He opened his eyes and looked down at the dance floor and found where the scent had come from. There, dancing wildly, was a tall, short-haired man whose tight clothes did nothing to hide his okay. I could do this. To hide his well-built frame. Dome smiled as he read the man's shirt, half Thai, half savage, and made him wonder if his dancing was the half savage. Dome liked that the young man seemed to have lots of confidence in himself as he danced with reckless abandon. Pavel hadn't noticed that there was someone watching him. He was too busy dancing and enjoying himself with his friends. But then he felt something on the back of his neck, like a sudden cold chill. He stopped dancing and looked around the dance floor. But he didn't notice anyone paying him special attention until he looked up and saw Dome staring at him. Pavel had never seen anyone so attractive as the man staring at him with his bluish-gray hair, deep brown eyes that could stare into your soul, his slightly copper skin, and the way his clothes seemed to fit him perfectly. Pavel was starting to feel self-conscious, which was not something he was used to. He wanted to look away from the man that was staring at him with such intensity, but he couldn't. Something was holding his gaze in place. Dome smirked and held Pavel's gaze as he walked down the stairs toward the dance floor until he was in front of Pavel. Pavel didn't mean to, but he took a few steps back as Dome got closer to him and took a breath that he hadn't known he'd been holding. But somehow Dome was even more attractive up close. Dome walked around him, admiring every detail of Pavel's worked out body, especially admiring his biceps. Pavel managed to squeak out, "Hi, I'm Pavel. Who are you?" Dome smiled. "My name is Dome. Would you like to dance?" I have comments. So I'll read some of my. I only have like 3 comments on this one. Let's see. Where did I get my comments from? It doesn't give me my comments. Oh, there it goes. Hold on. I'm trying to get my comments. Oh, just read them. I just want to get my comments. I don't know where I can get them. Maybe on my profile. I don't know. I have like 93 comments on my story, but anyway. Sorry. I don't know why it's so much easier for like other people, for me to find other people's comments and then mine. I'm just like, don't know. Do I have to go to my profile? Hold on. Maybe I do. How do I look at my comments? What? Do I have to view as a reader? Is that how you do it? And then I get the comments? Oh, there it goes. So my comments are amazing chapter. No, this can't be the end. That's what I got. This is the morning after. I'm not gonna read this because yeah. Because there's naughty bits in it and I cannot stand it. All right, so if you want to read that one, it's there. I haven't updated it as of yet because I don't know. Let's see. Oh, there's some more. Let's read some more Pebble Dome. There's a BL roleplay one. Should I read that one? Just kidding. I can't. I'm not going to. I can't. That's like too much. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed the fan fiction reads. It was really interesting. Maybe if y'all want to. Oh wait, actually, I did have to show you something. Because this is kind of important, and I said I would show someone. I don't know if y'all are interested in watching my Oh My Sunshine Night. It's kind of hard to watch. Well, it's not hard to watch. It's just that like, it's just that AS Play doesn't make. Do you okay? All right, okay. That's where you join because you're here. Oh my god. Okay, but but you can't. Okay. Hold on. Because it's like the next part. Let's see, 10 posts. View as reader, but I want to get to the second part. Hold on. View as reader. No, but I want to get to. Hold on. I really shouldn't. But okay, I guess. Because you're here. Let's see. Is it? I think it was Study Date Part 2. Oh my god, okay. Pavel nearly jumped off the sofa when he felt Dome's mouth on him. The heat he felt was overwhelming. The part of his brain wanted to break free to come back down to earth, but Pavel was pinned in place. There was no escape. Pavel did his best to stifle his moans. There is no one else here. I want to hear you beg. There's no one else here. I want to hear you beg for more. Pavel could no longer contain it. Pavel's voice ran out through the apartment. Dome let out a satisfied chuckle. Dome just looked harder and said, "You can let it go at any time." I want to drink. I really can't do this. I know that I wrote this, but it's very different reading it out loud to somebody. Don't just suck the harder inside. You can let it go at any time. I want to drink every last drop until there's nothing left of you. Don't feel Pavel come like a tidal wave. He wanted to drown in it. Don't finish cleaning Pavel up. You enjoyed watching Pavel's just rise and fall. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I thought I was gonna talk. Okay. You can read it by yourself if you really would like to. It's all there. You can definitely read it. Because a reader, I think. No. I don't know. I just need to get to my comments. Oh no, yeah, that was the end. That was the morning after. I think I got comments for the other stories too. But let me see. This doesn't let me go back. So yeah. You can definitely read that to yourselves. Like if you want to. Listen, I know that I wrote this. I know that it's published on Wattpad. This is on Wattpad, by the way. I only use Wattpad because I just do. I know a lot of fanfic writers use AO3, and maybe I'll graduate to AO3 eventually, but for right now, it's on Wattpad, so you can go and read that for yourselves, to enjoy an evening. Okay, after I die of embarrassment, I actually did have to show you something. So oh my god. Okay, I can't believe I did that. Wow. Okay. That was like before, in the before times when nobody knew me. And I could just write whatever I wanted to. I mean, I guess I could still write whatever I wanted to, but I probably wouldn't share it. Like, I probably wouldn't okay. So the thing that I wanted to share before I end the stream today is because so this is what? Okay. Thank you for enjoying that. Okay. So I actually wanted to show you how you find Oh My Sunshine Night. So you go to AS Play, the channel. I'm just showing you right now. So you go to AS Play membership. You click on this. And then you click on AS Play. The reason why I'm showing you is because AS Play is doing a terrible last job of promoting the series that are going to be on this YouTube page that they've developed. So you click on AS Play. And you wait for that to change. Or if it's being stupid. Okay. And then, because it's not even on their main page. Oh. They have Jack. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. There's like Jackson Wang's performance, but anyway. So you're gonna go to the membership tab right here. Yeah, I know. And this is where Oh My Sunshine Night is. So this is how you can find it. And then they're supposed to have the BTS up here, but they don't as of now. I'm not sure when they're going to update it. But yeah, so this is how you can find Oh My Sunshine Night. I have no idea why they're making it so difficult. Like even after you buy the fucking membership. Sorry, I'm cursing again. But yeah, so that's what you do to kind of locate Oh My Sunshine Night. Anyway, I hope you had fun journeying through the fanfics with me. Maybe I'll do this again if y'all want to share some more fan fiction, read some more fan fiction, and read some comments. I probably won't share mine, or I'll probably share like the more like tamer ones, because that one is not that one is not tame. Anyway, so yeah, so if y'all want me to do some more fanfic reads, definitely let me know, and I will do it again for you. I did have fun reading them. They were really silly, and they were mine and the last one I read before that they were really something else. But I think it's more fun if I don't proofread them before. But yeah, I was definitely shocked. I'm surprised that none of those like Bible thumpers found my fictions and told me to find Jesus. But that's probably a good thing. Anyway, but I had a really fun time. Hopefully y'all did too. And I will see you all later. Oh, actually, so Monday, this is the schedule. Monday is On My Sunshine Night reaction. And then on Thursday, we're going to have a special. We're going to have a special. No, I don't know what you're saying no to. No, don't read any more fan fiction, or like, don't read my fan fiction. I don't know. Or, anyway. So then let's see. Okay, so Monday is Oh My Sunshine Night, and then on Thursday we're going to be me and Natalia are going to be doing a special live stream, but we're going to be doing the tier live stream, but we're going to be tiering like read yours too. Okay, we're going to be doing the BL characters, like our favorite BL characters. So that way we can so we're gonna tier them, like how we tiered like the ships and stuff, but it's gonna be the characters, so not the actors. So that'll be fun on Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So look forward to that as well on Thursday. And then Wednesday is my reaction to Oh My Sunshine Night. And then on Thursday, since I'm doing the live stream with Natalia, I'll probably have to push back Unforgotten Night to Friday, but maybe not, because, well, I don't know, but at least for that. And the schedule is subject to change. So that's why I don't really post my schedules online, because like things change and I don't want to like say something and it like not be true. But anyway, yeah, so I hope y'all had a lot of fun, and I'll see you when I will do this again next time. Okay, bye.